dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us Vans, clean money, account stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Willis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now running right through it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Forced out to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Watch him now, Barney. Gone. Detroit.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Set. 3-19.
They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big play there for the Saints. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Ooh, with a juke. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They get it to him running left. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on third and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And his kick here is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it. But
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, look at the juke. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Packers pick it up. And now look at him go. 30. The 20. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw left side, complete to Foster. And a gain there of 11 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. He'll drop to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hot. Hot.
Now back to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Rashad Penny as time expires in the first half. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Extra point attempt to come here. Extra point right down the middle. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has them up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Steps away. Now he'll turn and throw deep back. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a third down. They'll set up to throw. Throwing a slant pattern here complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Room to run inside the 40. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. They're going to look to throw. And a good throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Leopard! Hot! Hot!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
All right, now, look at 56.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The 13 yards that time at a first.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Willis. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That good for 22 and a first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Open space inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Green, 39! Green!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And Hill running right through it. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a third and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. The win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4 and 7. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it's starting to look like it